Yo, they knocked the time out this man. I've never seen that happen before. Hey, check out our Patreon in the link below. You'll have access to uncut and upcoming reactions, skits, behind the scenes footage, and so much more. Your support goes a long way to helping us with more reactions and original content. Also, thanks for subbing. Set the bell for notifications. Your boy YaBoyRockLee. Hey, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Loki, starting now. What's going on, everybody? It's YaBoyRockLee,
Adorable nerd,
Director Nasty.
Jumping into this Loki reaction. Actually, this is gonna be our first Marvel reaction that we put on YouTube, but we have Marvel reactions on Patreon. We've been watching those.
Oh, what do you have over there?
We got Captain Marvel. No. The reason I'm messing up because there's a name change. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I got messed up. Like, it's not. Whatever though. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. WandaVision. Yep. And Jupiter's Legacy is dope, by the way. Jupiter's Legacy is a dope show. I got a lot of heat for it, man, but I kept that one anyways. And I'm gonna leave it there. I really liked it.
Why people didn't like it.
I could do a. You know what? That's probably I'm gonna do a whole video.
Why you don't like Jupiter's Legacy? That's a name. That's a title.
Oh,
that's how you get people in.
I'm about to fight you right now.
No. That's how you get people in. It's like you call it why you don't like Jupiter's Legacy. They're like, yeah, I hate it. And then what they don't know is you're about to put a whole video together why they're stupid.
I'm with it, man. But anyways, we're gonna jump into Loki. You guys have any expectations about what you guys are thinking? What you guys want to see?
Mischief, murder, teleportation.
I've
Talk
seen...
no jutsu. No, not talk no jutsu. Shadow clone jutsu.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer, so I know he's like.
I actually have not seen the trailer.
You haven't seen the trailer?
I'm so blind.
It's a good trailer.
It
tells you a little bit about it, but
I only do the trailer if I'm gonna do a trailer reaction. Otherwise, I don't even watch the trailer. I've been seeing a trailer pop up like, no, director, we gotta do this trailer.
I don't watch anything that's not recorded anymore. My life has become nothing but cameras and monitors.
Well, I think it's gonna be good.
We're gonna jump into this Loki reaction, guys. If you're not subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction, full discussion will be on our Patreon. Also,
hit the bell for notifications.
Because we post content daily and you don't want to miss out.
Let's jump into Loki starting now. Oh, we're going back.
On my way down.
Yeah, this is when he escapes with the.
Yeah. It's great already.
That was funny when I remember that scene right before when Hulk's using him as a ragdoll. He's just throwing him around.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because this one, Captain America. Oh, not Captain America. Ant-Man comes in and screws something up.
He came to kick it out because they're trying to take the thing back.
This is the second timeline.
The government was trying to take that thing back, and then they.
Yeah.
Hulk ruining everything, and then he escapes. He wasn't supposed to. He was out. Quick.
There it is. That's the alternate timeline.
Sheesh.
Where's it?
Pew.
He's in the Mongolian desert.
I am Loki. Who has God?
Instantly puts himself above them.
He told you.
The fuck?
Variant identified.
Time.
TVA. That's what it was. TVA.
That's how they came to the exact point.
Yeah.
So I love Loki. He's about to get waxed.
No! Oh my god.
Why did they do it to him? Why did they do it to him?
Damn, that's real slow-mo.
Oh, literally, bro.
Oh,
They trapped him. Oh.
That's tough, fam. His lips stop flapping.
Yo, they knocked the time out this man. I've never seen that happen before.
Oh man, I ain't never been hit so hard. Time changed.
That's what I'm saying, fam.
He got hit so hard he went slow-mo.
It's like getting slapped right when daylight saving times change. You got
that
slapped.
happens in real life though. You know, whenever
hour.
like you seen that person that hits someone, they slowly fall back. Like that's how hard they hit.
Oh, they said reset the timeline. Does that mean fix it?
I guess erase what just happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially, and they wouldn't have seen those people.
Mm.
What species?
Was that a scroll right there?
Look at him, look at him.
He literally just tried to run.
Cheap.
Tesseract. Be very careful with it.
He sounds dumb.
If you cross me, there are deadly consequences.
How you still talking shit?
That's why he's
That's
the greatest.
Loki though. You're right. That's Loki though.
You don't understand. It's not his fault. He's burdened with the glorious purpose. He didn't even choose it, man.
Oh.
It's a burden to him.
Oh. Yeah, that's creepy.
I finally just understood the Tesseract. So they stole the Tesseract and they put it right back in the original spot. That's why Loki still had it. Asgardian leather. Asgardian leather, though?
I'm more worried. How do you get that accurate? There's no way to take something else extra off.
I think that's why he was worried. He's like, hold on just a
Aw.
minute.
What a cute cat. This is everything you ever said?
Please sign it. That doesn't mean it's, that's all the legal language. That's not a list of the items they took.
Whenever he talks, oh, this is absurd.
They're documenting everything.
Sign this.
I'm not signing a list of everything I've ever said. I'm sorry. These are bad for your knees, bro.
He's Asgardian.
This is bad for my knees.
Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
To not let people know they're robots.
That wasn't an answer, though.
How was it?
Machine would melt you from the inside out. Please hold on.
What if I was a machine and
If he doesn't have a soul,
What's
But why
it
does he have to
looking
do
for?
it?
Thank you. What's this machine looking for that I need to walk through it?
to make sure he's not a weapon,
Oh, question answered.
He said, what's that?
his temporal aura. What do you need it for?
But he even
Identifier.
said, what's that? Like, he didn't even know what he just saw.
Yeah, we're in the same boat.
Two of us in here.
I've been in this situation.
I can't believe he's following all these rules right now. I can't believe he's following
Yo, they
all
humbled this man. He can't use his powers. He reversed the heck out of him. They punched time out of him.
There it is.
You're probably saying this isn't the same.
Damn.
You up before you stand trial for your crime.
He didn't do anything. Well, I mean, he did, but the time part.
Bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single time.
Nah, I don't trust them.
This universe created, we call those
Variants.
variants.
Oh, hell no.
Now that your actions have left you without a place on the timeline,
So they can erase timelines?
you're offensive.
So let me get this straight.
You read erase timelines or merging timelines?
I saw a race. That bomb went off, and the timeline ceased to exist.
Yeah, I guess you said it in a nice way. So yes, you're right.
So let me get this straight. If I'm late to work and I become a variant, I get prosecuted?
Yeah.
So there are multiverses in the sacred timeline. I don't think wait.
He's
Like, he don't exist. Like, he's removed from the timeline, right?
he said, where'd my ticket go?
Because he didn't have a ticket. Yeah, he didn't take a ticket. And he just walked up.
So someone like, why did Loki listen? Or why is he listening to them?
wasn't
Yo,
Yo, I'm forever taking a ticket anywhere I go. I'm sorry, daily workers. I'll never not take another ticket. I don't care if nobody's there.
these
I'll pull
people
it
are
just to pull it.
overpowered at the basic level. Just, you don't exist in time.
Because that was the same animation that other bomb did, right?
Bodies indicate they didn't know what the hell hit them.
They don't know.
That we know of.
Why does that guy look like Owen Wilson, but he's not?
That's
not
Wilson.
Owen.
Bro, yes,
Really?
I know that nose anywhere, baby.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yo, time is... Father Time.
Hey, yo.
I just didn't expect to see him in this movie. I speak every language in every timeline. So I'm looking forward to when he says, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh. The teeth.
I think it's gum, right?
Temporal aura.
That's why. It's like your fingerprint, I guess.
I think if you play with time or you're not in the right time zone, your temporal aura is different, or you have temporal aura. I want to know what a reset charge does.
It resets the timeline.
Yes, but
But
how?
what does reset mean?
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
when I saw in the little cartoony
Thank
thingy,
you.
they're deleting entire timelines.
Thank you.
What's his last name? Laffyson? Oh.
She's pretty.
Send
We
it
thought
to
the
me,
same
baby.
thing.
Shit.
Are you guilty or not guilty, sir?
Guilty of a crime against the sacred timeline.
No.
Probably.
No, you have the wrong person.
See, that's fair.
Absolutely not. You have the wrong person.
You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they traveled through time.
Thank you. The Avengers are the criminals.
To stave off my
But they were supposed to do that.
No, they weren't.
You time criminals, it's they you should be after.
No, he wasn't supposed to escape. That's exactly it. That's why he's in trouble. The Avengers, they used it because they were doing stuff they were supposed to do anyways.
No. What they did was supposed to happen. You escaped.
Escaping was not. It didn't even have to be on purpose. Like, just the fact that he was trying to get away, that shouldn't have happened.
Timekeepers.
But the timekeepers.
No, this is BS. Even though
But
you
yeah,
call
Nah, this is-
that's
it's
unfair.
BS.
It's like, dude, I didn't.
Timekeepers. Gods to gods.
God's the gods. Okay.
Dictating the proper flow of time.
I see.
By whose authority?
Flow of time according to their dictations.
Oh.
How do you plead?
She answered it.
she answers the way she thinks they'd answer.
All of this.
Why did he get his
What
face
did he
like
think
that?
he was about to do, though?
Stifled laughter. Someone's laughing in the back.
Oh, she is. She
He's
is.
like,
They're no good in the TVA, Mr. Laverson.
Laffyson.
Find you reset.
See, that's why I want to know what that means, Adorkable. See?
Reset.
No,
Erase.
Adorkable.
Will not dictate how my story ends.
I'm with you, Loki.
But he doesn't end. Just
Never was.
exactly.
He said it never was.
He's a variant of the timeline, so he will be erased. But there's a Loki in place already that will continue with the regular timeline. He's just another variant of Loki. So yeah, everyone who gets
Damn.
erased, they get erased because they didn't follow the dictation. But the people who do follow the thing, they don't get erased.
The Loki that didn't escape is supposed to stay. I
There's
got you.
different timelines.
Told you I know that fucked up nose anywhere.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Imagine getting your nose bodied and it gives you millions of dollars. I would take that anytime. God is good.
It's iconic, man.
Yeah.
Did you want it for your forehead?
Oh, I should take off the beanie.
That would be the equivalent,
Yes,
wouldn't
this is my way to ascension. The forehead. It's that nigga with the big
that.
forehead. Yes.
That
Why'd you
is
do
my
this?
fault. That looked like
I'm happy you're
that looked like
basking in
Star
it,
Wars,
but-
honestly. The scene from Star
I'm trying to
Wars.
be the next Owen Wilson, fam. I got an epic forehead.
Where the hell are they? I feel like they're living in a cube.
They're in
TVA.
time. TVA, man.
They're
Keep up.
outside of time. They're
True.
dictating time.
Yo, when I said
I like how
that,
comfortable she is with this.
I
They're
love that.
dictating
I
time.
love that. The whole concept of time. I am so into that. That's interesting.
Loki asked all the right questions.
he really did.
Courageous. Protect the sacred timeline. Correct.
Okay, another question. When he says created, he means the TVA was created or these people? Are these not real people?
These people were created.
Are they not real people?
I guess not.
Faceless. I didn't like to talk.
It's like the third time they said that you're created. You or the authority?
They were created by the authority. That's what they're saying.
No. I like it. Slap it on a t-shirt. I live within whatever path I choose.
Loki's still talking shit.
I'm like,
Sure
I'm
you
actually
do.
Loki right now.
Sure you do.
I just need to get that device. Loki gonna get one of those, man. I don't know.
He's gonna escape somehow. At least one time.
You're wooing someone powerful you intend to betray. No particularly dangerous variants.
Damn.
Pussycat.
Bruh.
Set of questions.
Why are we doing this to this man, Loki?
The disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. He is a god. Why can't they realize that?
Be a nice feather in your cap. Loki, king of space.
He's just trolling him, isn't he?
Loki.
Okay.
He's spitting though. When does it end? Like that's not a good enough goal.
I see the clouds
Sheesh.
Big metaphor guy. I know. Okay.
Okay. Yo.
This scene has me mesmerized, man.
Loki's getting played, bro.
Yeah, the dialogue was just phenomenal.
What is this? A sampling of your greatest hits.
Oh God, don't do that to him.
Oh. These people. They're gonna run his L's, bro.
That's why I don't want to see it.
Anything else?
Well, this is what you missed.
This is
Don't
special.
show the whole part again.
Wow.
It's in your nature.
To lose.
A murderer, a liberator.
Of
Eyeballs, maybe.
eyeballs, maybe.
I don't know how to play this game. I'm a god.
Somebody wants to take his ball and run.
Let's talk about your escapes.
This is deep.
Really good at doing this type of scam. This is one of my favorites.
I think this is the scene I saw in the trailer. This is the scene where he jumps out the plane.
Yes, Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
Ain't she damn right,
Mr.
Carrie?
Cooper? Why they call him Mr. Cooper? Oh my god. What's the name of that lore of the guy with the $1 million who disappeared?
You think that's him? Heimdall. Yeah. Well, the money's gone though. Wait a second.
Wait, yeah.
I wouldn't think of it in terms of approval and disapproval. That's sort of a let's get back to escapes.
That
Sort
makes
of
sense.
what?
There's a goal, right? Certain things have to happen, so what happens in between doesn't matter.
That's why they approved the
They're
Avengers
like-
going back in time.
They're like, it's fine.
Bingo.
I know what this place is. What is it? It's an illusion. Conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
That's what he
That's
does.
what he does, yeah.
I think this one's gonna fire you up. The bright blue of freedom.
Oh no.
Inner relevance. A detour. A footnote.
Ooh, a footnote
He
to
low-key
my
talked to
sense.
himself, though.
He is talking about himself.
You know your whole life how it's all meant to be.
Hence the variant. Damn. Remember, there's still Loki in the future past that moment.
Yeah.
But instead you send
Oh, I remember that.
He doesn't know he's about to do that. I don't think he ever.
I don't think he
did.
ever realized.
No, he realized.
I know
In the
Thor
regular
did. Thor
timeline,
did.
he realized it because Thor tells him.
Oh,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
version never experienced it. He didn't know the horror of what he did.
that's the proper flow of time, and it happens again and again and again because it's supposed to.
Notice how he says it happens again and again and again.
Yup.
And they make sure of it.
I'll kill you. What, like you did your mother?
He has to keep going for that device. That's the interesting thing.
What it seems like is he's meant to be the villain to have other people rise, no matter what.
You're right,
Yeah.
Darko.
Dang.
Goddamn.
Sometimes you gotta be the villain so other people can be heroes.
That's his purpose. It's for them. How humbling.
That's gotta hurt.
Jeez.
So this is called Variant Loki. I mean, that's the way to think about him for now.
Job.
I saw that.
Interrupt.
No.
Hold on. I saw it. I don't think you guys
Did
saw
he
it.
leave the remote?
I think he left the remote.
Nope. He pickpocketed his ass.
What?
When he picked him up, yo, he like right when the door
Yes.
opened, I saw he grabbed his ass or something. I don't know.
Nah.
He has it.
I know he has the remote. I just
Hell yeah, he got. Yo, when he picked him up,
Oh,
right when he shook him. Stupid. I want to learn how to pick pockets, bro. That's fire.
Wow.
Oh, it's the guy
He
with the
really
tesseract.
fucked up.
I
This
know
is a
it.
god of mischief.
He really fucked up. You really got pickpocketed. I want to learn how to pick pockets, bro.
I don't think he's gonna.
They
figure
really
it
did
out.
interrupt him though, but he's still dumb.
Fish, Casey. What's a fish?
What's it?
What?
They don't know anything else other than what their job is. What else is in there?
Are those all the Infinity Stones?
No, but there's 2 reds, 2 greens. I don't
It's from
understand.
different timelines.
Lies. You're right.
They don't mean anything. They kept in a desk.
They just have a
He's like paperweights.
Oh my god.
They just have a bunch of Infinity Stones.
See, they're like the top dogs.
It looks like just a lost and found drawer. They just have all the Infinity Stones that we watch 4 movies of
We were
them trying
fighting
to
and
stop.
dying over.
I don't just think they have Infinity Stones because
See? Yeah. Gods of the gods. Controlling time itself.
What were you thinking? They just have Infinity Stones on what?
it's a lost and found, bro.
Exactly.
Not like they're taking them from different timelines. Other powerful niggas just got these stones and they're just
That's what I'm
leaving them
talking
here.
about. That's what I just said.
The stones are irrelevant.
That's what I just said.
What do you do after you find out the strongest thing in your universe is a fucking paperweight, bro? Like, you're unmatched.
Well,
They control all universes.
That's why he.
I'm
That's
quitting
why
at
he.
that point,
That's
yeah.
why he got humble. He's like, y'all just put this here. Bet. All right. Now how do I save my mother? Oh. This is when the sister gets out.
Oh. So he'll still get to see everything the other Loki was supposed to see.
Yeah, because he effed up because he had Odin off Asgard and Odin got too weak. Oh. Oh,
this is when he
shoot.
dies.
Oh, he doesn't know this.
Oh no.
You don't let him watch his own snuff video?
This is crazy. Look at him. Look at him. You'll never be a god. He's...
That was his end.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. Yes. End of his life. Oh, damn. I thought that... I'm not going to say what I thought he was going to do. Oh. I didn't like seeing the collar put around the sister, but alright.
Yo, facts with two teeth!
Yo, that hit me a little too close, but at least they started in the opposite, so they got you ready for it. Like, hey.
He really gonna play with it.
I wonder what
must
she's
give you a
experienced.
headache.
Yeah. Oh, stop, Loki. Even I'm uncomfortable. Jeez.
Turn me into a fish.
How's this man so yoked yet so nerdy looking?
I'm mad that Loki, if I understand this right, only has one of the Infinity Stones after being in that drawer. But that's another story.
Even an Infinity Stone is useless here.
There it is.
That's been hard.
And now he wants TBA.
Job? Purpose?
Variants been killing
That sounds like you're right. He's gonna have to work off his sentence or something.
God miss him to help you something.
Oh. Because it's him.
Variant 100.
The variant is him. That makes sense. Only he can stop himself.
There's 2 Loki variants.
I figure like this isn't the first time Loki's even been there, honestly. The way he became.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't even
How
know.
many of him you think they've already
Wait,
stopped?
why'd you say that?
Just just
If
how
there's
it's playing out.
variants,
If there's
he's
variants.
a god of mischief. He's very random, very unpredictable.
They're constantly stopping
It
him.
naturally makes sense that he'd have a bunch of variants, and he's just doing shit randomly, and they gotta stop him a whole bunch.
Now this is probably the only one that they've been having trouble with, because it seems like this is the one that they can't stop.
And the question is why?
Because he's murdering people.
Whoa! I'm trying to say, what experience did he have that made him so unstoppable?
True. That he worked for the TVA, probably.
No, not this Loki, the bad Loki.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, he probably did work for the TVA at first, and then switched. He was like, "All right, I learned enough. I know what
I
to
see.
do."
The variant loop. I don't know.
He's gonna take it then. Yeah.
He has a reset.
He's stealing resets.
Yeah, he took the one before. Remember in the first one, where he stabbed a bunch of people? That he took the reset.
Yup.
They couldn't reset the timeline.
But what could you do if you have a whole bunch of them?
Reset the
Reset.
original timeline.
Destroy
That's what
it.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go find the time when these timekeeper assholes made it one multiverse, and I'm gonna go fucking reset right before that bitch and erase everybody. Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's nuts. Oh, So, the dialogue is top notch. What I wanted to say, so it's not like, so we were saying the same thing, but so you said something about whatever you said with the Tesseracts, right? What I was saying is it's like, you just don't know how many times hypothetically, like, yeah, niggas just got Infinity Stones. Yeah, but I can imagine Thanos had an Infinity Stone. He tried to fuck around with time. Like there could be variants of this. We know there's variants of Loki.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. We are saying the same thing, but different perspectives. In my mind, I'm like, they probably stole the Soul Stone from him at one point. They probably took the Time Stone from Doctor Strange at one point because he probably accidentally did something stupid. Lord knows whoever had the Power Stone, the guy, the miner guy, he probably accidentally killed somebody one time. They're like, oh my God, this idiot.
And they themselves could have been variants, and we just haven't got that.
Yes,
they could be a variant Tony.
We were talking about the same thing, but you're honed in on, just Thanos. I'm like, who knows? Like, the Time Stones are spread out throughout time. Lord knows who they took it from and when. Like, we see like 3 red stones. It could have been one from the Ice People, one from Thor, one from Padme.
I went the variant route with like Thanos because
he's the most likely to be quote unquote variant.
No, just more impactful. Look how big and bad he is. Look at Tony Stark going around just bodying people, and just to imagine. Hold up. Oh no. Just to imagine they f up, become a variant, and it's like, oh, sorry, you're just gone. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just kind of ready if they happen to show a flashback. It's like, oh, Captain America was a variant at one point, and he's just gone. So
yeah,
But what's interesting, though, I think we all agree.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, I think we all agree on why is this the acceptable timeline? Why was it acceptable to the Avengers? They got to go back in time and do stuff. I'm gonna theorize because they didn't try to change anything or stay. No, even Captain America went back and stayed.
I can answer that.
Okay, without any spoilers. I hope we don't got a spoiler, but okay.
It's like a theory, right?
Okay.
This is how the time people dictate basic events that are supposed to happen. So anything in between there that happens, it won't matter. So the goal was Thanos does this in that timeline. They're going to go back. They're going to fix it. So they're like, all right, they can time travel, blah, blah, blah. As long as they don't affect any other, And another thing, when we were talking about like them going in and like, oh, Tony's a variant of this. I feel like a lot of it doesn't seem like there's a lot of variants anyway. So everyone's following the path, but there's like a couple people once in a while who will become variants by accident just because of free will. They change something and they erase them, and then like the next, time, like let's say you go 5 minutes
there's no
in the
free
future.
will though, but there's a
That's
consequence.
See, that's where I'm at right now.
Basically, but the construct is they're not real free will. If you do have free will, they erase you. Basically.
Yep.
So
if you exercise your free will against what the god of time decides,
sacred time.
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
gone.
I'm like, we're over here talking about Thanos and shit. Like, yo, fuck Thanos. This TVA is the real goddamn problem.
No.
I'm on fuck the TVA right now, bro.
No, I'm definitely on that. So I mean, you could say F Thanos or whatever, but it's just from my perspective. There's multiple perspectives. It's just how humbled or how low we could bring him. We saw it with Loki. Like Loki just like, yo, this thing does nothing. So it's like, wow, man, think of the biggest, baddest people that had wielded any of these things. So I went with the biggest, baddest one who wiped out half the universe.
True.
And if he was ever a variant in this situation, you saw what he did to Hulk, you saw what he did to Thor, you saw what he did to Asgardian ship. He in this situation, he'd be wiped out. So I was like, wow, that's a very profound thought. Like, he'd be done just like that.
What's profound now that I think about it, this TVA, the reason they didn't stop the Avengers is because although everything in the Avengers timeline happened, spoiler alert, at the end, they reset everything. Everybody who died came right back. They skipped 5 years, but for lack of a better purpose, their timeline did one of these. So because they fixed the timeline, that's why the TVA didn't have to interfere.
Well,
so Loki being a variant within that variable makes sense.
So what I was gonna say is actually it wasn't a variant at all. That was supposed to go in the timeline. They were supposed to stray away because they learned things in between there. That's the whole purpose of that timeline. It didn't go like this. It kept going straight. They were supposed to lose half of the world for 5 years, gain them all back, have that war and everything, and they have to deal with the problems now because now we see the problems in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision. There's like a whole bunch of issues they all have now because of everything that happened before.
Yeah.
That's supposed to follow the course. So it wasn't like This, it was just straight. Like, there was no variant in that. There were supposed to be.
No, you're
that.
misunderstanding. When I said this, I was talking about in the Avengers timeline. In the Sacred timeline, you're right. That's straight because it was supposed to happen. In the Avengers timeline, it looks like one of these because there's a hump with the 5 years. That's all
I actually think I got it, and I was listening to both you guys, right? So what happened is the Avengers of the future, right? They didn't change a timeline. Notice how they never even try to bring back people 5 years before. Like, they didn't try to undo the snap. Notice how they didn't try to even undo the snap.
Yeah.
They just brought back people who died without changing a timeline. And of course, it sounds like I'm repeating everything we know, but trust me. And obviously, they brought back the Infinity Stones right back to the original location, right? So, yeah, they're operating within their timelines. But as they were doing that, they just had a loose end, which was that Loki moving around, right? Because in Thor's timeline, him and his brother fight together, and then Loki ends up dying to Thanos. But basically, Loki's going through this right now because he was a loose end with Ant-Man when he went back in time doing whatever, and he varied off. That's what it is. The Avengers literally just, you can go back in time. Basically, what I'm saying, according to the laws as of this episode, it's appropriate to go back in time, and they may let you be. But if you go back in time and you fuck something up, and then you go right back to your regular line,
Whatever you fucked up, they just gonna fix it. They'll just trim it. They're like, that's fine.
yeah.
You know, like when you're done sewing, there's that little thread, and you just gotta burn it off, or you just gotta, cut it. Yep, that's all it is. They're like, we're just here to trim your thread, baby.
So you can imagine Ant-Man goes back in time for other things. I don't know if they only went back in time for this one, but 5 people went back in time. So they only showed us Loki's perspective. We don't even know what else happened, right, with everybody else. But, just went back in time, Ant-Man goes back, or Captain America goes back, and, like, remember how, like, even this bad Captain America or whatever, where he was fighting himself, but when one Captain America went back in time, they just showed up and said, oh, let's take this person, but you guys can go back to the present, but we're gonna fix this part. We got this. Don't worry about fucking up time. We got this. You just go back to fighting space aliens. We good. That's what happened. Even though I feel like I repeated what you guys said. It was just that key that Loki basically wasn't a decision maker. That's what he was saying. He was saying it's the Avengers who did it. Punish them. I'm not a decision maker.
On God. And I was with him on that.
And the time guys are saying, that's right. That's right. That's why we have to get rid of you.
There it is. That's why we have to get rid of you. They're like, yeah, we get it. They're like, we understand. But yeah, that's exactly why you can't exist.
That's what I was trying to say, but I just couldn't.
He had to go long about.
Yeah, there's just no direct way for me to articulate it. But yeah, he was right.
Tough.
So I think it was a good, pretty good episode 1.
It's a good lesson of you can do everything right and still get in trouble.
Facts. So, you guys got anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Be bad shit that you're gonna do. No, my perfect example. This Loki didn't technically do shit. He's just a result of somebody else's mistake, right? But they're calling him the variant. He's the crime against time. But why?
Because he
just gotta
escaped.
go.
They didn't even do it right because there's 2 Lokis now. The fuck is that?
Yeah, they screwed up. The Avengers. Fucking Avengers.
You guys, I don't get what.
What?
Okay.
You don't get what?
I get your guys' point, but you realize Loki's getting punished. It's not like the Avengers have to get punished for this. It happened, but it was whatever. He's not actually getting punished. Like they do this whole court system, like, this is what you did, but it's all formal, right? It's not really meant to. They're just supposed to erase him. Like, that's it. Like,
we know.
But he's not getting punished because the real Loki, the one who should follow the timeline, is doing everything.
Yeah.
So this whole erasing stuff, it's painless. It's just like, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And it's trying to follow a goal. So I'm like, the goal is for Loki to live long enough to be killed by Thanos. That's it. That's his purpose. At the end. Yeah. But you guys are upset because the Avengers aren't getting punished?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
That's
it sounds like I'm upset because I don't like any time some type of authority is overtaking someone's free will. For me, the TVA is the ultimate evil because they're like, yeah, we did a nice thing. There's multiverse war. We decided we're going to merge them all into one multiverse. And anytime somebody steps out of line because of their free will, we're just going to make it right. But it's like one of those things. It's like, but Who lets you decide what's right and what's wrong?
Well, basically them.
So who watches them?
No one.
So Jesus make indiscriminate choices?
We can't control it. We don't have the power to stop
So
them,
they make
that's it.
indiscriminate choices.
Yeah.
So by that estimation of everything must be in balance, that means there's good and there's bad. So you can't say they're good.
I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying this is what they're doing because they can, and this is their goal. And so far, they're keeping everyone in line.
And all I'm saying is, I don't like
multiverse will
that.
not go into war.
And all I'm saying is, I don't like that.
I don't
I'd
like
rather
the absolute power either, but I like that they're trying to keep it so that it doesn't
I don't believe
destroy
them.
everything.
But hear me. This is where I'm at, where it's like, okay, you are the most powerful. You are indiscriminate. Nobody can answer to you. How do we know that what you actually did was the right thing?
I have a
Don't.
different stance.
What's your stance?
Loki is simply all I care about is that Loki is being punished, erased, however, for the wrong crime. He's not even getting punished for the crime he's actually guilty of.
True.
They're not-
Unfair.
I get that. I'm not arguing that they're right or wrong. I just don't like them. Before
Thank
that,
you.
But I just don't get it.
I just told you.
Why don't you like them? Because he's not being punished for the crimes he's done?
I don't like the TV.
No.
We don't like the TVA.
Because they're erased. They're going to erase him.
Yes.
Why?
Because he's a variant of the timeline.
But what wrong thing did he do?
It's not about a wrong
No,
thing.
no,
It's
no.
just straight away
No,
from
no.
the path. That's it.
For you, it's not.
For us, it's
For
different.
the TVA, that's how it works. They don't work in the concept of wrong or right. This is the path. If you've strayed, you delete it.
If your government just starts doing stuff like that, you still have to.
It's not a government.
Even worse! They have
what I'm
nobody
saying.
to
They're
answer to.
completely
That's
out of our
exactly.
universe.
Exactly.
Okay.
They have nobody to answer to.
You.
I'm not
imagine
okay with that.
What happened to Loki? I'm gonna insert myself in Loki. Forget that Loki's even a criminal. Because by the way, it doesn't even matter. Someone got erased for not having a ticket. Anyways, forget that Loki's a criminal. My understanding is, if I was just chilling, the Avengers did something, or anybody did something, messed up, and I just became a variant, they would just say, sorry, we gotta erase you.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Do you know what it is? It's because we're black. Right now, what we're thinking of is we're on the streets and we're just trying to buy cigarettes with a $20 bill, and somebody tells us it's fake, and it's like, whoa, I didn't know it was fake, and next thing you know, we don't exist in this world.
Yeah,
that's what I'm putting my ultimate authority.
Me and director are reaching the same point, but we have a different emotional spectrum.
Yes.
Okay, I see what
Yeah,
you're
mine is if I was in this, I just wouldn't want to be in Loki's situation.
No.
And if somebody did that to me it'd be unjust.
Unjust.
Like, I didn't do anything.
This TV
erase my memory and put me back.
Yeah, don't erase me completely. What the hell did I do?
I just don't want to.
It's not my fault.
Let me put it down as simple as basic. I don't want to die, Adorkable.
Yeah.
And when I hear you saying this, you would saying, I'm sorry, Lee, but you're a variant.
I understand where your point is, but I think how you're comparing the situation is kind of wrong. It's not the same thing.
How?
Because it's not about you messing up or something like that. It's just there's variance no matter what.
Yes.
Someone being late to work. That's
Yes.
just it. Or maybe you were early to work and that's just it.
I think you think that I don't understand them.
No, the TVA
They're trying to
is
preserve
not...
the timeline.
Yes.
But it preserving this is what it is. They're trying to preserve the timeline. But preserving the timeline means I died just because I happen to become a variant.
But that's it. You don't die.
I become erased.
You become erased, but you still live on in the right timeline. You wouldn't even know.
Oh, now I see what she thinks. I don't subject to that theory. Now I see what it is. She doesn't think that's what it is. It took us a bunch of times. She thinks when Loki gets erased, he's not dying.
Yeah,
the variant
he's
is and he
gone.
lives on.
Yeah, the Loki.
The way I operate though,
that's
is
a
that
separate person.
now I view that as two Lokis.
There's two Lokis. There's a Loki the variant that they pulled out the timeline, and there's Loki that they placed back.
Now I see
that's
what it
going like
is.
a lamb to the slaughter.
Yeah.
The lamb to the slaughter Loki is a person, but this variant Loki is still a damn person.
You know how I can almost prove it? Because back in the Avengers, Star-Lord lost his girl. I forgot her name. She died.
Glomoria or something.
Yes, but there's another one that's alive.
Yeah, in a different timeline.
They killed.
But she didn't even remember. She didn't even know.
I get. So that means they have a different soul.
No, they're the same person. They're just in different times.
But how is one died and the other is alive?
Because one is from the past and the future one who's already dead is gone.
All right.
But the one from the past is
I actually won't try to convince you to change your mind because you don't need to change your mind.
Okay.
But now that I understand that you literally think they're the same person, now I understand why you don't see it as a consequence. So I'm okay with that. I don't need to change your mind. But you should also understand,
I get what you guys
since I
Yeah,
view
yeah,
them as separate entities,
Yeah, I see it.
I'm like, you're killing that person. Now it becomes a whole moral ethical thing that there's no right or wrong answer. I'm actually not trying to say that I'm superior to you in my logic, because I saw what you're saying. I'm like, oh, she thinks they're the same. That's fine. But once you understand that I view it as two separate people, then you should be like, oh, I understand. He thinks they're just gonna kill him. That's what's happening.
Okay.
You just caught up with her?
No, Sanos. No, I was caught up with this already. I was like, I see.
Yeah.
Look at the act of what they're doing versus the words they're saying. It's like, yeah, that's not sweet. They're like, we're resetting the timeline. I'm like, oh, that sounds nice. So you're just gonna rewind everything and make it look nice. No, they're literally deleting everything in that little variant of space, erasing it, destroying it, bombing it, Thanos snapping it, whatever you want to call it. They're just completely erasing it.
Yeah, it never
and those people are dying. Well,
I just don't agree with the dying thing.
Those variants are dying though. That's what it really is. That timeline, everything, the entire universe that's created in that variant timeline is erased. They open that door and they go back to the TVA. So you could almost say for every timeline that they erase, they're destroying the entire universe.
Yeah.
Right? Think about it.
That's what. And basically, they're merging a multiverse back into a universe, which means they're
destroying an entire verse, right?
And basically, every time somebody makes a decision, the wrong decision gets erased, and the universe of the wrong decision gets erased. So
they're destroying the entire universe.
They're killing everything all the time.
They're murderers. It makes sense why they're not human, but they look humanoid though.
Also, who the hell just died and made them the Time Lord?
Thank you! Thank you! I already know in my real life I have a problem. I have a problem with unjust authority, right? And it's a real issue I have. Maybe it's because I'm black. Maybe I've had bad bosses. I don't know. But unjust authority or unchecked authority always just really digs under my skin. It's just one of those few things. So the moment I saw the introduction of this TVA, I was on team, yo, who the fuck gave you this power? Who let you decide that the best idea, okay, multiverse war, maybe it was bad, bloody, the multiverses was bad. I get that. But who let you decide which one of the multiverses get to stay? Right? And then after that, who's the one who lets these people decide that this is actually a variant? You know? If you can see all the things in the one multiverse from one timeline to the end of it, right? If you know everything that's already gonna happen, and you're just sending people back to fix things out and make it bad, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing, but who the fuck let you do that? Unchecked authority, bro.
It's like this other show. Do you guys know the show called Travelers?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, these dudes get sent back in time to like prevent key incidents from happening, which end up like fucking the world up real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they almost always make everything worse. Like
Yeah.
The whole show.
Sounds about right.
So, I wonder what unforeseen consequences are going to come out of. Oh wait, you know, they've decided to. I don't know, for some reason there's like 3 Lokis now, and one of them's killing all the dudes.
You guys good?
Yep.
Legitimate.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just railing on authority. Don't listen to me.
I can hear you. Who is to the side? I can hear you from downstairs. This is some good content, man.
Bro, unjust authority or unchecked authority always just rubs me wrong, man.
Well, guys, thanks for watching our reaction. If you're not subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction, full discussion will be on our Patreon. Also,
Hit the bell for notifications.
We post content daily and you don't want to miss out.
I'm YaBoyRockLee.
Adorable nerd.
Direct nasty.
Out. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy YaBoyRockLee.
Adorable.
Hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and give us a follow on this Twitch channel. Appreciate you guys' support.
Janet. Wait, I'm gonna laugh. Okay. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell for notifications, and check out our Patreon for full and upcoming reactions.